women can do everything. Just about grabbing that opportunity at the right time, doing things at the right time, in the right way.
Everybody would love to do a Bollywood. Every South Indian actor, I think they definitely have this keen interest to do Bollywood someday.
You just know immensely, you've learned so much more, and you have a need or a want to consistently create something new at all times.
Actually, I didn't even get enough time to understand what was happening because I was working one film after another, and I was actually doing like on an average 4 to 5 films at a time.
If you were to remake any of your movies in Hindi, which one would it be?
Someone, maybe after the release of V, I would say V.
I loved Amir's performance, Amir Khan's performance. Right. And my all-time favorite is Kajol, which never changes.
In Telugu, actors and actresses are pampered. I'll give you that. We are pampered. But in Malayalam, it's different. Everybody is equal.
But in the long term, you're under the shadow of somebody else. So they expect you to dance like him, they expect you to act like him. And then when you do it, you can never be as good as the original. So they'll always be like, nah, nah.
The way Baahubali has become this yardstick for mega success, does it at times make you feel a bit tense as well? Because this is such a big yardstick to really.
No, yeah, not at all. For us, it feels like, listen, you're the only graduate from this top university, right? And nobody else is from there. So it just feels like you just know immensely, you've learned so much more, and you have a need or a want to consistently create something new at all times, right? And I think that's really what it's given us. It's given us a license to do and tell stories across countries, across the globe, wherever we want, in whatever form we want.
When the film released, I think more people were upset with Sarah. But over the time now, because a lot of people have watched it again and again, more people are upset with Arjun because why didn't he tell her that he was not? I see those comments a lot nowadays. Yeah.
Do you want to experiment once again with Hindi movies as well? Have you been offered something?
Yes, I would definitely love to experiment. I happen to speak Hindi very well. I'm an army kid. I grew up all over the country. So, in fact, it's sad to say, but I speak Hindi a little better than my own mother tongue, which is Kannada. So that's the command I have over Hindi.
Everybody would love to do a Bollywood. Every South Indian actor, I think they definitely have this keen interest to do Bollywood someday. I think it's just a matter of the right script and also the right project. I think if something comes across, I would definitely be interested to do a Bollywood film. And I think I would like to do something like that in the next 1-2 years. And also the lines are getting blurred. A lot of South films are being appreciated, remade, even dubbed in into Bollywood market. And a lot of Bollywood films are also being remade here. And there's a lot of overlap happening. I think it's a nice time for all actors to explore each other's and explore new markets. And I'm looking forward for some collaboration like that.
You guys shot it on the iPhone?
No, part of the what you see static, like the iMac images were shot using professional cameras, and what you see as a selfie, those were shot on iPhones. But it's all 4K captured. You can watch it anywhere. You can watch it on your iPad. You can watch it on your phone. The film will be the same. You'll feel the same about the film. I mean, it's designed that way. A film like See You Soon can come to you.
Tell us your next project after Phantom and next Bollywood project.
Right now, everybody's life is all about today. There's no next anymore.
You also had a big film in Himmatwala, for example. It was being touted that it will be like a huge hit, mounted on a huge scale. But maybe it does not do that well. Is that disappointing? And then Hamshakals, for example, maybe it gets talked about for other reasons other than the film.
Yeah.
So is that a bit of an odd experience in a way?
It was a very difficult period of my life because I just did not know what was going on and how people were reacting. It was just too much of a blow for me. But I think I was just so involved in my work. So I didn't even have time to process and think, ye film chal nahi rahi, ya ye itni buri flop hui hai. All that I didn't even get enough time to understand what was happening because I was working one film after another and I was actually doing like on an average 4 to 5 films at a time.
Yeah, I read
when
that.
one was good for me, I didn't really realize how bad it was because I could go through that process.
I was watching one of your interviews, and you said that apparently you cried each time Amir Khan married, like the twice, 2 times that Amir Khan married. Apparently, you cried both times.
Yes, I did. Don't make me start. I'll cry again. No, I'm just kidding. I love him to bits and pieces, like since I was a little girl.
You have someone like Prakash Raj who stands literally for freedom in a way.
Yeah.
Part of your
Intimidated. The word I would say is intimidated. When we
Why is that?
walked into the set, I was very scared. No, because he already had that aura of the dad. He walked into the set as the dad. I came in as myself. I said, hi, hello. He was already very strict and staring at me and all of that. So he was already in character.
So you feel that it is an advantage that it is not merely releasing in say the Telugu territory, which is in India as well as abroad, but because it is a release on Amazon, so it will be like a new Amazon release, which will go across everywhere in India and all across the world. So you find that as an advantage?
There's an advantage because the audience base is bigger. I was told every fifth person watching a film on Amazon would be someone outside India. So that's a big advantage. In case we want to release a film in theaters alone, I don't think we would have got that reach. But still, we still kept it open for later stages in case for a week release of a theater. That can still be done.
I'm extremely thankful. I don't think I would have got an opportunity to be an actor if it was not for my brother. So he set the path for the younger sibling to join. So it's primarily all advantages. But in the long term, you're under the shadow of somebody else. So they expect you to dance like him, they expect you to act like him. And then when you do it, you can never be as good as the original. So they'll always be like, nah, and all that. So it's very hard because they have a preset expectations of what you should be like. Every star kid, I'm sure, is expected to be like his father or something. Luckily, we're just siblings, not much. There was like a 10-year gap between his debut and mine, but still, he tells me, don't become a second version of me, become the first version of yourself.
How do you think one can possibly break this patriarchal mindset?
With films like these, I don't know. I think this is we're just trying to set an example here that women can become entrepreneurs. I think not just in terms of business. I think when it comes to any certain field, I think women can do everything. It's just about grabbing that opportunity at the right time, doing things at the right time. In the right way.
What would be your immediate first reaction to following situation? If S.S. Rajamouli offers you his next film?
Not just me, I think any actor in the country will jump in immediately.
If you were to remake any of your movies in Hindi, which one would it be?
Sammonam. Maybe after the release of V, I would say as of now it's Sammonam.
Who's your favorite actors down south and in Bollywood?
I'm not a guy who will probably take names as like he's my favorite actor, she's my favorite actress or whatever. Of course, I had already said long back, like whenever I said I loved Amir Khan's performance.
Right.
And my all-time favorite is Kajol, which never changes.
When you met me last, you told me that you've not met Akshay Kumar. He's there in Lakshmi Bomb, and you finally met him after that.
Yes, I did. Lawrence sir called me up. He was shooting for Lakshmi Bomb and he said, Vedika, would you like to meet Akshay sir? I said, of course I want to meet him because he's one of the finest actors we have.
In Telugu, actors and actresses are pampered. I'll give you that. We are pampered. But in Malayalam, it's different. Everybody is equal.